Hello and welcome, travel lovers. Today we're thrilled to have a very special guest joining us from one of the leading airlines in the Americas, Copa Airlines. Known for connecting the Americas through its hub in Panama City, Copa has been a trusted airline for millions of travelers worldwide. Again, my name is Chari, and please help me welcome Laura Marin, Sales Manager of Copa Airlines. Welcome, Laura.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Delighted to meet you all. Thank you.
Thank you for visiting us here today at TripToGo. And we're so honored to have you here today. But before we jump into the interview questions, let's take a moment to get to know Copa Airlines a little bit better and hear what makes them such a standout in the skies. So buckle up and let's dive into the world of Copa Airlines. Now let's dive into the interview questions. So Laura, can you briefly tell us about Copa Airlines and its history in Latin American aviation?
Yes, sure. So a little bit of what I had mentioned to you. We started in 1947 and we've been in business, as you saw, for a long time. We are traded in the New York Stock Exchange, as I mentioned, so we're very reliable. Anything that we're really focused on the service of our clients. Our clients are very important, whether it's you as travel agencies or our direct customers.
That's nice. Which U.S. airports offer the most frequent or best connected Copa flights for travelers heading to Latin America?
Miami has 51 weekly flights, so that's our largest. As I had mentioned, Orlando is 35 flights, and then afterwards Los Angeles and Washington. So those are our top with weekly flights, yes.
Now let's move on to the fare and inclusions of Copa Airlines. First question for you is, how flexible are Copa's fare options when it comes to changes or cancellations?
So depending on what you want, obviously, economy full or business full would be the ones that are the least restrictive. But if you sell economy classic, it includes one piece of luggage, one same-day change, and one seat pre-selection.
Thank you. And for budget-conscious travelers looking for value, which fare offers the best bang for the buck?
Basic fares would be our cheapest fares. Bear in mind that because they are the cheapest, they are the most restrictive, right?
Well, are there any specific fares or bundles ideal for families or group travelers?
I would say if you're doing a bundle, I would recommend classic, because if it's a family, you never know if one of the kids got sick, or if something comes up, you want that flexibility, right?
Does Copa offer any fare upgrade bidding system or last-minute upgrade options for check-in or online?
We do in our website. We do offer bidding, so you definitely can do that to upgrade to business class. It opens 24 hours.
Can travelers add extras like extra legroom seats or more baggage allowance to lower fares?
For the legroom, you would go to the premium seats. If they are still in economy class. If you purchase the premium seats, then yes, like the exit row seats or the first rows, those would have more legroom. So yeah, they can do that. And for the luggage, depending if they are traveling with, let's say, 2 pieces of luggage, then I would suggest economy full. If it's one, then economy classic.
Thank you. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers would like to know this. What's the best time to find the cheapest fares with Copa?
And it's depending on the destination that you're going to, right? Because it can be high season in one of the destinations, but it can be low because some of the destinations is summer, but in others is winter. I would suggest always be on the look. You can actually select to receive our promotional fares on our website.
Are last minute fare cheaper with Copa, or is it always better to look in advance?
I would say in advance.
Advance, yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any underrated services or perks Copa offers that many travelers overlook?
So what I was telling you about the meals, we do offer hot meals. In shorter flights, we offer still snacks. We don't charge for the soft drinks. We offer headsets that are complimentary. Yes, you don't have to go through customs or immigration when you arrive in Panama. You just basically walk from one gate to the other. Just we're part of Star Alliance, so they can accumulate the points or redeem. So we offer a free stopover in Panama. You have to book it at the time before you're issuing the ticket. You book it and then you issue the ticket. So you cannot book it. Let's say you issue the ticket, and then after you decide, then it's not free. But if you book it, then it's 2 destinations for the price of 1. You can stay up to 7 days in Panama, which is great. There's offers in hotels, restaurants, etc.
Are there any insider tips or getting seat upgrades at a better price, like checking in at specific times or speaking to a gate agent?
No, I would say the bidding. Bidding, yes, yes.
Do any specific seats or rows cater better to mothers traveling with babies?
I would say, the front rows, and always, I would suggest looking for the aisle seats, because that way, if they need to stand up and walk, for the baby to fall asleep or something, it's easier, or to go to the washroom and change the baby. Yeah.
Now, speaking of mothers with babies, what extra services or features does Copa offer for mothers traveling with infants?
Yeah, the infant ticket is complimentary. Yes.
And do you have any advice on choosing the best seat?
I think that's a personal question, 'cause I know, like, for me, I used to love windows because I love to take pictures of the clouds and all of that. But then now, I like to stand up. So now I prefer aisle. So I think it's depending on the person, on what they prefer. Some people like to be closer to the washroom. Some people like to be at the very front because when they arrive, they want to exit right away. So I think I would leave that to personal preference.
Now this time we will dive into the service experience and onboard features. First question, of course, is Wi-Fi available on all flights?
We don't currently have Wi-Fi available. This is something that our head office and our CEO is considering. But I don't have a specific date on when that will come.
Yeah, what kind of entertainment is available in flight?
So movies or shows, there's some aircraft that still have the personalized screen, and others have the Copa Show Pass where you can watch the shows that we have available or movies on your tablet or on your phone.
How accessible are Copa flights for travelers with disabilities or special needs?
Well, as I said, our focus is servicing our customers. So you just need to let us know what are the specific needs of the person, and we're definitely would help.
Thank you. And I know a lot of our viewers want to find out about travel tips to Latin America. So what advice would you give to US travelers looking to explore Latin America for the first time?
Oh my God, it's absolutely beautiful. Any place has its own enchantment, I would say. So depending whether you're interested in going, to Argentina, going tango dancing, or to a winery, or you want to go to Panama and explore, a vibrant city, but also the culture and also a little bit of rainforests, surfing, nature, ecotourism, a lot of ecotourism, hiking, all of this. Depending if you wanted to go to Colombia, I was just recently, we went for a meeting to Cartagena last year, and I fell in love with Cartagena. It was absolutely beautiful. So depending on the city, but Latin America is absolutely beautiful. And another advantage of going to Latin America versus going to other destinations in the world is that because of the rate of exchange with the US dollar or the Canadian dollar, going to Latin America gives you a lot for your dollar. So it's more advantageous because, it's cheaper with the rate of exchange, right? So
how does Copa handle layovers in Panama City or for US travelers? And what should they expect in terms of customs, transfers, or lounges?
yes. So when you arrive into Panama, there's you don't have to go through customs or immigration. You just go from one gate to the other. Your luggage goes to your final destination, so you don't have to worry about that. There's a lot of stores if you really like shopping, lots of stores, perfumes, and I've seen people, whether you you can believe it or not, carrying the large screens that they purchased. Yes, so there's a lot of shopping, there's a food court, a lot of things. So yes, it's very stress free, because you just walk. The terminals are small. We also have 2 lounges, 2 Copa clubs, one in each terminal. So if you wanted to, just if you're flying on business class, but then you can also purchase a pass for the day to go to a Copa club if you have a long connection. So it's very seamless, very nice.
Now I'm gonna ask you the last question. Yes. Do you have any message to all our TripToGo travelers who are planning to fly with Copa?
Well, I can tell you that because of our focus on providing the best service possible, our on-time performance, reliable services, and seamless connections, I would say you are bound to get in a great experience. So please give us a try. We would love to have you on board.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Laura, for sharing your time and insights with us. Copa Airlines is clearly helping shape the future of air travel in the Americas, and we're excited to keep flying forward together. And that wraps up our info session with Copa Airlines. We hope we answered all your questions, but if there's anything that we missed, feel free to leave them in the comments and we'll get back to you. And to all our travel lovers out there, please don't forget to follow us for more travel tips, destination highlights, and of course, exclusive info sessions just like this one. We've got more exciting destination features coming soon, so stay tuned. Happy travels from all of us at TripToGo.